let's go back to the churches for a minute.
Hmm.
How do churches avoid having their young adults walk away from the faith?
Yeah, I
In
mean,
your thoughts, your opinions on that?
man, I mean, first of all, I think it's like you just gotta, establish relationship currency. You know what I mean? Like just build strong relationships that you continue that you are going to continue. Like they can't graduate from youth ministry when they go to
Mm.
college. Like there has to be some better system because a lot of people like they're in no man's land for a couple years. The college ministry at your church is needs, if you have one, if you're lucky enough to have one.
Thank you for saying that, because that's where I was literally going. Is there is no young adult ministry? There is no college ministry in most churches.
Right. And then you have
Um,
to understand that like young adult and college ministry are not the same. Like,
mm,
and I think that is also demarcation, or something needs to be made, because it's like college students are not experienced what young adults are. They're just not. They're not paying bills. They're not starting young families. They're not searching for apartments. They pretty much are extended adolescence with a lot more freedom. So,
Oh,
so
I've said that for a while now. I've been saying that for at least a decade. That it seems to me that
yeah.
it's extended adolescence.
Yeah, with just a way more. And I always, like I say, it's like what I said with my kids. When they start walking, they have more mobility than sensibility, right? So like it's the same thing with college students. Like they've got a lot more freedom with a lot less accountability, with a lot less know-how. So they're navigating stuff for the very first time. I mean, literally, like my ministry here is now like, you know, to some like a watch care kind of ministry where like people are calling in when they're going south.
Right,
Like I got a lot of
right,
that because a lot of people were disconnecting from accountability,
right.
and they were losing it. Like I'm getting calls on like Sunday, like, hey pastor, someone smoked a lot of weed and they're tripping out. Like, can
Mm.
you pray? What? Like, what I mean? Okay, you know what I mean? And it's like no offense, but like that's some of the stuff that was just kind of coming up, and of course we dealt with them in love, and helped them get back on track. But it's just like those were the type of situations that were coming up for me. But I think if people are going to keep their youth in their churches, they have to think about that. They have to make that a major concern. Like staying connected, somebody needs to take up that mantle to say we're going to connect, either if it's a call in, if it's a Zoom, whatever, and then like, maybe having the process, what's going on.